Those who know me know I love to draw. I've been doing it all my life, from scribbles on my grandma's wallpaper to drawings of buildings. For almost 30 years, I was an architectural illustrator. I've drawn buildings located all over the world. From this podcast, you probably know I love to journal. I've been journaling for over 5 years. But there's something about me I bet you didn't know. I have a confession to make. Whether it's drawing or journaling, every time I see a blank sheet of paper, I get intimidated. I know it might sound silly, but it's true. Hi, neighbor. To journal or not to journal? 5 questions to consider. Question number 3. What do I write about? Answer: write about anything you want. Today I want to share with you 3 things you can write about to make journaling easy, doable, and less intimidating. Hope and healing are on the way. Did you finally realize your dream of having a family, only to have your happily ever after turn into a nightmare? Are you constantly second-guessing your parenting, anxious about whether your child will make good choices and remain faithful? Have you neglected yourself to the point that it's taken a personal toll on you? Hi, neighbor. Welcome to Anchors of Encouragement. I'm Tim Maudlin, husband, adoptive parent, disciple of Christ, and ambassador of encouragement. I too felt the joy of having a family of my own, and I wish we could be like other families. But I found myself up late at night, anxious about my child's future and asking myself, why is this happening? Am I a failure as a parent? It was only by grabbing a lifeline from God and my friends that I was able to navigate the challenges of adoptive life. And now I can't wait to share everything I've learned with you. My mission is to be your friend and encourager, to throw adoptive parents a lifeline and offer biblical encouragement as you partner with Christ, providing stability as your anchor when you need it the most. If you're ready for real and raw talk with strategies and insights that lead to peace beyond comprehension, so you not only survive but thrive in life's storms, this podcast is for you. Hope and healing are on the way. Hi, neighbor. Before I get into today's topic, I want to invite you to be a part of our amazing community. It's on Facebook at Anchors of Encouragement. I'll put a link for it in the show notes. We'd love to have you there. Are you intimidated by a blank sheet of paper? I am. But that wasn't always the case. When I was a young boy, I would draw pictures on my grandma's wallpaper. But as I got older, for some reason, the blank page intimidated me. The same thing happened with writing. It was around 5th or 6th grade when I became more self-conscious. I really believe if it hadn't have been for the encouragement from my grandma, my parents, friends, and teachers, I might have stopped drawing. Art wasn't required like writing was. It seemed like the first day of every school year after summer vacation, we would have a new teacher, but the same writing exercise. The teacher would say, "Get out a blank sheet of paper and write about your summer vacation." I remember thinking, not again. I'm not sure if it was because of those boring exercises or something else, but at the time, I really didn't like to write. I actually dreaded it. Even though I had friends tell me, "You're a good writer, Tim," it wasn't until years later that I actually started to enjoy it. What I came to find out not only worked for my drawing, but my writing. I needed a process. When I became an architectural illustrator, I would start with a blank sheet of paper. But if I trusted the process, I knew I could go from blank sheet of paper to a finished illustration. The same thing has happened to me with writing. If I trust the process, I can go from blank sheet of paper to something that is memorable and meaningful to me. This morning, I started by writing 1 word. I ended up writing a lot more than 1 word, but it was a process. Journaling is a process. Let's get to your daily doable. I want to share with you 3 things you can write about to make journaling easy, doable, and less intimidating. Before I share these, know this: I don't do hard. These are easy things you can all do. Number 1, copy a favorite quote, Bible verse, or song lyric. I love this one. I do it all the time. It's amazing how I feel after I'm copied something that means something to me. Try that one. Copying is one of the easiest things you can do to get started in journaling. Number 2, use a journal prompt. Here's one you can start with. Write down the first thing that comes to mind for this question. What's something that makes you smile? Don't overthink it. Write down the first thing that comes to mind. Did it put a smile on your face? I bet it did. And then number 3, write whatever you want to. Just like I did this morning. I started with one word. That one word led to another word, and then before I knew it, I had written several words. So write whatever you want to. To journal or not to journal? Question number 3. What do I write about? Answer: anything you want. I hope these 3 ideas that I shared with you today will make journaling easy, doable, and less intimidating. Am I still intimidated by a blank sheet of paper? Yes, but not as much when I trust the process and I use these ideas that I shared with you today. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you for joining me. Make sure and check out the link in the show notes to join our Facebook community. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now. If this podcast has given you the courage and confidence to face storms in your life, the number 1 way you can thank me is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend about the show. Take a screenshot of this episode and share it in your Instagram stories and tag me at Tim Maudlin. You can also connect with me in my Facebook group, Anchors of Encouragement. So until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now.